Adding an additional skill to one's academic qualifications is a plus for any job seeker. That is why Susan Wanjiku, who holds a diploma in journalism and communications, decided to add sign language to penetrate into the media industry. Susan has a passion to help the deaf and says she has a dream that all media houses will emulate KTN and interpret news to the deaf. On Job Center tonight, Najma Ismail tells us the story of a sign language interpreter.
Meet 27-year-old Susan Wanjiku, who holds a diploma in journalism and media studies. No, she's not deaf, but she understands sign language. This ambitious young lady has been a volunteer at the Kenya National Association for the Deaf as a communications officer and an office interpreter.
My main work involves around all communication, from phone calls to emails and to interpreting for the guests that come in the office. There's preparing of proposals and letters, recommendation and dispatching of letters from the office.
Susan, who graduated with a diploma in journalism and communications in 2006, did not find placement at any media house. That's when her quest for a job took her to Tanzania, where she did several part-time jobs for 5 years.
In June 2012, I found an advertisement from Kenya National Association of the Deaf. They were looking for a volunteer, someone who is willing or has already done sign language. I gave it a shot and I came for the interview. We were 3 of us, then down to 2, and I got the job.
The high number of those taking journalism and media studies at a higher level got Susan worried about how she was going to penetrate the job market.
After I did my journalism, I wanted to do something aside because I realized the job market is a bit flooded. There are so many journalists, everyone has the same product as you do. I first thought of doing a language, tried French shortly for 2 months, then it didn't seem to work. Then when I did my internship, I thought now that I could not do a language, maybe I could specialize on one area. And I thought of court reporting. That's what I specialized in my internship. Then it still didn't seem to work. So later on, that was last year, I decided to do sign language. I thought of doing sign language for quite some time, but I didn't know where to do it until I got to school last year.
Susan says the sign language course took her at least 6 months, but to ensure you don't lose ground, one needs to do a lot of interaction with the deaf to master sign language.
It's not hard. It's actually a very interesting course because it involves a lot of gestures. It's just interesting.
She says that apart from KTN News, other television stations don't have sign language interpreters, locking out the deaf audience.
If I actually got a journalism job, I would take it, but I'd want to twist it into sign language, maybe for my brothers and sisters who are deaf.
Since she's a volunteer, Susan only gets allowances for her meals and transportation. However, she is grateful.
This has been an awesome experience because just like any other language, if you just sit down and don't train anywhere else, the language actually disappears.
Job Center took Susan to meet the man who interpreted election results during the last general election.
Hello.
Hello to you.
My name is Wanjiku. I am a trained sign language interpreter and I'm looking to position myself in the media industry.
First, you need to position yourself with the Disabled Persons Organization, DPOs. You have to connect yourself with them. They have to know you because that is where most of our assignments comes from. Secondly, to make yourself relevant, you have to create opportunities for yourself. You have to have a breast on the current affairs. For example, soon and very soon we'll be having this Jamhuri Day Kenya at 50, for example. Now, when we are having, you have to try and get the people who are organizing those events. Talk with them, show them the need of having sign language interpretation during those events.
So how do I remain relevant in this field?
You have told me that you have done something on media, is it? You have a diploma in the media, is it? Now, especially when you marry the two, you marry sign language interpretation and media and media profession. One, you can try to talk with the media people. You can try to volunteer and offer sign language interpretation during this program now. Sure. You see, after some time, people will come to know you, and when they know you, they will be calling you. They will be calling different people.
Hello, my name is Susan Wanjiku. I have a diploma in journalism and media studies, and also I'm a sign language interpreter. I'm looking for employment in the media industry as a sign language interpreter.
Najma Ismail, KTN Job Center.